Good morning. Today we start a new episode that is called Safety Talks. Actually, it isn't a new talk because in my 84 videos, one Hindi serial is there that is called Toolbox Talk. It is in Hindi. Actually, its English version is Safety Talks. Today I start this Safety Talks. Whatever I have told in Toolbox Talk Hindi, that is being told in English. That is Safety Talks. Today I am doing its first episode. Actually, I have done 80 episodes. It is my 81st video. As you know, I do 5 subjects in these videos, as in 7 series and 3 languages. In that 5 languages and 7 series, this is English version and it is about safety. If you have seen my Toolbox Talk Hindi version, you will know whatever I have told in Toolbox Talk Hindi version, its English is being told now. Actually, it is about Toolbox Talk. What is a Toolbox Talk? Its short form is TBT. T means tool, B means box, and T, another T comes, it is talk, Toolbox Talk. Toolbox Talk means it is the talk you hear before starting a work. Today when I started my episode, I told a word, I greeted you, good morning. So, most of the time you have to say good morning before starting a Toolbox Talk. Why? Its main reason is Toolbox Talk has to be given before starting the work, and most of the work is being started early morning. In some companies there will be shift system, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ day shift and night shift. In those companies, before starting their night shift or second shift or third shift, they may not be able to say good morning. But most of the time, most of the Toolbox Talks are happening early morning. So the word good morning is perfect for this safety talk. Actually, in India, you may not have heard more Toolbox Talks, but in foreign countries, everywhere we can hear Toolbox Talk before starting the work. Without TBT or without Toolbox Talk, nobody should start the work. What is being told in a Toolbox Talk? In a Toolbox Talk, the person who is responsible for that work, sometimes it may be a foreman, sometimes it may be a supervisor or superintendent or one safety officer. These people are able to give Toolbox Talk. What does it mean, Toolbox Talk? Everybody knows about toolbox. It is a box which contains tools. If we have to work, tools are necessary. Before opening the box of tools, before opening toolbox, you have to give, and you have other, or you have to hear one talk that is called Toolbox Talk. Hear the Toolbox Talk and start the work. You can minimize accidents. I can say the word minimize. We try hard to remove accident from our own sight. Sometimes it may not have, it may not be able, we may not be able to do it. Even if it is so, we can minimize it. Whatever accidents may happen today, it is to be told in Toolbox Talk. First of all, the foreman or the supervisor or the responsible person has to tell what kind of work you have to do today. You may have to grind, you may have to cut, you may have to weld. You will have to say this all in Toolbox Talk. Different operations are there. In fabrication field, there are so many operations. Leveling is operation, marking is operation, cutting, bending, drilling, welding. Finally, after grinding, it is given to painting or sandblasting. Up to that time, they have to do different operations. Each and every operation is having any type of accidents. If I say, when we grind, grinding is an operation. When we grind, so many accidents may happen. Cutting disc may be broken, or grinding spatter may fall in your eyes or in your body, or electric shock may happen. Different types of accident may happen when you do grinding. This first you have to tell about the operations you have to do today. Next, you have to say what kind of accidents may happen when you do each operations. Next, you have to tell, not getting these kind of accidents, what kind of precautions we have to take. After accident, everybody may realize the fact, everybody may analyze, and they may get a solution because of this or because of that accident happened. Afterwards, they may start a perfect life, safety life. But here, we have to recognize, we have to realize the accident which may happen. Up to now, it hasn't happened, but it may happen. Operation is grinding or cutting or welding. Accident is disc. Sometimes it may be, a disc may be broken. Sometimes injury may happen when we hammer. Sometimes because of flammable materials, cylinders may be exploded. These are accidents. First I told about operations. Afterwards I told about accidents. The next thing is, before facing this kind of operations, this kind of accidents, we have to find out a solution. No, we have to find out we have to recognize, not to get this kind of an accident, what kind of precautions we have to take. for not to fall, grinding spatter, grinding dirty things, grinding dusts in our eyes. What kind of precautions we can take? Everybody knows. We have to wear goggles, we have to wear face mask, we have to wear gloves, we have to be with full of PPE. What does the word PPE means? PPE is the short form of personal protective equipment. Personal, P. And one more P comes, personal protective. Personal protective, and then E comes, personal protective equipment. That is PPE. This PPE has to be worn. When we wear PPE, then also accidents 50% are going away from us. Another PPEs are there. Those are called additional PPE. One face mask is an additional PPE. Why one earplug is an additional PPE? One safety harness is an additional PPE. We will speak about additional PPE in another episode, so I don't tell about it. And I don't tell about PPE also now. So, before starting one work, we have to do TBT. Its full form is Toolbox Talk. Where should we give this Toolbox Talk? We shouldn't give this kind of Toolbox Talk when we will be going to company. We shouldn't do it sitting under the tree. We shouldn't do it sitting calmly in a class. Then where should we give? Wherever we work, where is our work location? In that exact working location, you have to stand and give work, TBT, Toolbox Talk. Before hearing the Toolbox Talk, everybody has to be with the full of PPE. Now I am not with the PPE. I haven't worn helmet. I haven't worn goggles. This isn't called goggles. It is an ordinary specs. It is for me. My eyes are having some problem. I can't read because of that, or I can't see the things which is very near to me. Because of that, I have worn this spectacle. It is having lens. It is only for reading all the things I have to see which is very near to me. But when we will be in working location, more than those all, when we start our Toolbox Talk, that time itself your work starts. Toolbox Talk is the part of work. When we start Toolbox Talk, that time itself you have to have this kind of PPE. What are PPEs? Some PPEs are called, earlier I told about additional PPE. If additional PPE is having this much of importance, and I told you I will give another episode for this kind of additional PPE. If I give this much of importance to additional PPE, how much of importance I will give to the main PPE? The main PPE is called mandatory PPE. It has to be worn. You may have grinding, you may not have grinding. You may have cutting, you may not have cutting. But you have to wear PPE. That is mandatory PPE. Some companies are telling their mandatory PPE is 4, and some other companies are telling their PPE, mandatory PPE is 5. It is according to the nature of work. According to the nature of work, some companies are telling they have 5 mandatory PPEs. Some other companies are telling they have 4 mandatory PPEs. Now I shall say about 4 mandatory PPE. Safety helmet, safety goggles. It is the safety goggle, you know. Now if I was inside, how will I be wearing safety goggle? It has to be with me. I shouldn't remove this one. In its top side, I will have to wear safety goggles. That kind of goggles, safety goggles are also available. That is called overglass. Anyway, without safety goggles, I shouldn't come inside of a plant. I shouldn't come inside of a workshop. It is not for safety. If I wear this one only, I can't come inside of a workshop. I can't come inside of a plant. So, in 4 PPEs, helmet is there, safety goggles is there, coverall is there, and safety shoe. Now I told about 4 mandatory PPE. When I was working in another company earlier, they had 5 mandatory PPEs. Gloves also was a mandatory PPE. Gloves also was a mandatory PPE for that company. Some other companies will have 6 mandatory PPEs. It will have changes according to the nature of the work. Remember, according to the nature of the works. Different types of engineering works are being happened. Okay, anyway. This mandatory PPE has to be worn and you have to give Toolbox Talk. Toolbox Talk contains about the work, about the procedure, about the skills, whatever you have to do. Afterwards, for each skill, each operation, what kind of accidents may happen, it has to be told. Afterwards, not to get these kind of accidents, what we have to do, what kind of precautions we have to do, it has to be found out before accident happens. After telling this all shouldn't be described in so many sentences. Everything can be completed within 5 minutes. Some safety officers have told 4 minutes. Those are really enough for one Toolbox Talk. But now I am not saying Toolbox Talk. If I was telling Toolbox Talk, I had to wear helmet, I had to wear goggles, I had to wear coverall, I had to wear safety shoe. I haven't worn this all. I am in my house. I am just teaching you about Toolbox Talk only. So I didn't wear this kind of mandatory PPE. But when you will be in your site, when you will be in your workshop, you have to wear mandatory PPE and you have to give good Toolbox Talk and you have to hear good Toolbox Talk. So tell about skills, tell about accidents, tell about precautions, and you have to tell about LPR. What does the word LPR means? Some companies are telling LPR and some companies are telling another short form. LPR means life protection rules. Most of the religions have their own commandments. Christians have 10 commandments. Hindus have commandments. Muslims have commandments. Buddhists have commandments. All religions have their own commandments. Like that, some companies, not every companies have to have their own commandments. It should be related with safety. In my company, last company, 10 commandments were there. 10 commandments were there. First commandment starts from driving safety. Second commandment starts from lifting safety. Then it reaches up to the 10th one. 10th one is homemade tools. We shouldn't use homemade tools. That kind of one chapter is there. That kind of one safety is there. So 1 to 10, there are so many safety rules. That is mandatory rules of that company. That is to be obeyed. Before I enter into this company had 9 commandments only. Afterwards, nature of their work had been changed. They increased one more to this 9 commandments, and it reached 10 commandments. Earlier, when I was working in another company, approximate 10-12 years ago, that company also had 10 commandments. But that commandment and this 10 commandment is different. Because the nature of that company and the nature of this company is different. When I was working in this company, I had to go to its one branch which is located some kilometers far away from this site. When I reached that company, I had to go for safety training. When I started my safety training in that new company, I realized they had commandments, but that is the 10, that is the 9, that is 6 only. It is dependent upon the nature of the work. Anyway, in Toolbox Talk, you have to tell about the skills you have to do today. You have to tell about the accidents you may get when you do these skills, and you have to tell about the precautions you have to do before getting an accident. Realizing the accident and precautions have to be taken. And the fourth thing you have to do is you have to say what kind of, which LPR. LPR means life protection rules. Now I told about that 10 commandments. These 10 commandments are called LPR or life protection rule. Today's work is related with which LPR. Sometimes it may be related with excavation. Sometimes it may not be related with excavation. Sometimes it may be related with working at height. Sometimes it may not have any connection with the safe working at height. Sometimes it may be related with any other topics. Confined space is a topic, commandment related to working at a confined space, what we have to do. It is a subject related with the 10 commandments. So, today's work is related with the LPR. Today's work is related with one commandment. That commandment also has to be realized. That commandment also has to be reminded. Afterwards, you have to say the slogan. Slogan is, one fellow has to say loudly, safety. Then everybody has to say, everybody has to respond, first. Safety, first. One fellow will say safety. Others will be saying first. This kind of one slogan has to be told 3 times, and you have to go to your own toolbox talk and open the toolbox talk. Up to that much of time, you shouldn't open the toolbox. After hearing the toolbox talk, you have to open the toolbox. It means the first toolbox is coming out from the mouth of a, coming out from the lips of a, coming out from the tongue of a safety officer or the responsible person. Sometimes it may be a foreman, sometimes it may be a supervisor or a superintendent. So hear the toolbox talk and start work. Safety first is our slogan. That is to be remembered from the opening of the toolbox talk and the closing of the toolbox. Opening of the toolbox talk and the closing of the toolbox. In between, you are in working site. Always you have to have the slogan. That has to be underlined in your heart. It is safety first. In most of the companies, before entering into the company, in company gate, they may have written this kind of words, safety first. Or some others may have written, our first priority is safety. Or some others may have written, each and everybody has one authority, each and everybody has an authority to stop an unsafe work. Each and everybody has an authority to stop an unsafe work. What does it mean? Everybody has one authority. Sometimes you may be a helper, you may be a laborer, you may be a welder, you may be a cleaner, you may be cleaning toilet, but you have an authority. What? If you see one unsafe work, you have the authority, you have the power, you have the strength to stop the work. Its sign is, you have to cross your eyes like this, and you have to stay in front of that unsafe action. When you stay like that, they will stop the work. They have to stop the work. There is, sometimes you may think you are a helper, you are a cleaner, you aren't a foreman, you aren't a supervisor, you aren't a manager. Here, there is no difference in between one manager and helper. There is no difference in between MD and welder. There is no difference in between superintendent and one labor. Everybody is same in front of safety. Everybody is same in front of blood. Everybody is same in front of death. So what you have to do, according to the sentence we read in the gate of our entrance gate of our company, that is, each and everybody has an authority to stop an unsafe work. We have to stop if we see one unsafe work, and we have to tell them it is an unsafe work. Sometimes they may not have recognized it. They may have knowledge. Sometimes they may have forgotten it. They may be in the life of dreams. You have to stop that work. Nobody will scold you. Nobody will question you. Nobody has an authority to punish you. You may be one helper, you may be one labor, you may be one welder. So it means safety is having that much of importance in our life. Recognize it, realize it, remind it, remember it. If you hear it through your own one ear and you remove it through another ear, it doesn't have any meaning. If you earn 1,000 rupees and if you spend 2,000 rupees in hospital, is there any meaning it is having? There is no meaning. You didn't earn anything. Everybody has come to this company, everybody has come to this site, everybody has come to this workshop only for earning money. I have come here for earning money, you have come here for earning money. Everybody is having one aim, that is earn money. Actually, we are doing service. We are making one plant. We are making one engineering job. Some others may be, sometimes we may be experiencing its goodnesses. Even if it is so, our main desire is money. We have to get money. We have to get salary. If we get 1,000 rupees, so I told you, if we get 1,000 rupees and if we spend it in hospital, 2,000 rupees, what did we earn? We nothing earned. If we worked hard and if we lost our one finger or half of our finger or part of our finger, what kind of facility it is having? What kind of goodness it is having? Earlier I told, earned 1,000 rupees and spoiled 2,000 rupees. Now I told, you came with 10 fingers and you lost one finger, or you lost a half finger or part of finger, or blood has come from your body. Blood has fallen in that site. Blood has fallen in that workshop. What kind of facility it is having? These are accidents which can be seen within seconds. There is no need for me to say within minutes. It can be seen within seconds. But some accidents are there. It won't be visible within seconds or minutes. It won't be visible within hours or within one day or days. Weeks may go away from us. Months may go. Years also may go. Even if this much of years have gone, we won't realize it. After so many years work, in your 60th age or very near to the 60th age, when you stop your work, when you retire from your company, and when you try to enjoy with your family, that time you may not be able to hear properly. You may go to one ENT doctor. Then he will say, where were you working? Then you will say, I was in this company. In that company, did you hear the sound of hammering? Did you hear that kind of heavy sounds? Grinder is having a heavy sound. When we tight bolts using torquing machine, it is producing sound. So many machines are producing so many sounds. If you were hearing it from morning to evening, if you were hearing it from the start of your work to the 60th age, up to the end of your retirement, you won't recognize when you will lose the power of your ear. So what had you to do? You had to wear earplug. You didn't wear earplug on proper time, doctor will say. You didn't wear earplug on proper time, or you didn't wear mask on your nose, mask on your mouth, or you didn't wear that kind of things. Because of that, you have some problems in your ear, or you have some problems in your lungs, especially if you breathe so many fumes and dirty dust. If you haven't worn mask or that kind of things, respiratory things, it won't affect. Its accident won't be happened. This accident you won't realize within second. You won't realize it in within minutes or hours or days. It may take so many years. After years, you may have some breathing problems. You may have problems in your ear, or some other cancers also may occur. These cancers are all, these cancers we can realize after years only. So be careful when you will be in working field. It may be a workshop, it may be a site, it may be that kind of one engineering firm. So today I stop this first episode, and in my next episodes I shall say about another safety. Up to that time, I wish all of you a safe day. Always we can say, when we leave, we can say, have a good day. Instead of that, I would like to say, have a safe day. Because nobody knows where does accident comes from. Where does accident come from? And nobody knows where is it going to. It comes from somewhere and goes to somewhere. We don't know air, we don't know wind, where does it come from and where does it go. Like that, accident is also coming from somewhere and nobody knows where is it going to. So we have to be vigilant. Each and every time we have to be vigilant as a snake. What is the speciality of a snake? If you are not able to catch the snake properly, snake will bite you. I have gone to one place that is Parasinikadavu. In that Parasinikadavu, so many, it is a park of snakes. So many snakes are there. One man came, he is the responsible person of that institute. He showed us how to catch a snake. He came in front of a snake with a towel. He had a red color towel. He kept it in his hand and it was hanging in his hand, and he just made it move like this. As is it was swinging like this. When it is going to right side, snake is looking to right side. When it is going to left side, snake is looking to left side. That much of sharp look snake is having. That much of concentration snake is having. When snake concentrates his eyes to the red colored towel, his another hand, left hand, comes behind of the snake's neck and he catches. That time also he is swinging the red colored towel. That time also snake was looking right and left, concentrating its eyes to the red colored cloth. In between this swinging, in between this left to right looking, he caught the snake from its neck. It is behind of its backside. He reached the backside of the snake. He reached means he didn't go there. His right hand is in front of the snake, but its left hand reached the backside of snake and proper neck portion he caught, and snake was being caught. Afterwards he released the snake and he told us, if you try to do this kind of work, you may get one mistake. And he showed it. He started to swing the red colored cloth, and his left hand reached the back neck of the snake. His means he was telling, when you reach in your home and you start to catch the fish, catch the snake, your right side hand's concentration may be gone. You will lose the concentration of right side hand. If you lose the concentration of right side hand, and if you concentrate in left side hand, which is behind of snake's neck, your right hand movement will be stopped. Red cloth's swimming motion will be stopped. Within second, snake will turn its head to back and it will bite your left hand. It was happening. It happened also. He stopped the red color cloth's movement. Within seconds, it turned its neck to back. It turned its head to back. But he knows it will turn. Within seconds, he removed his hand, so he escaped. What does it mean? It is having concentration. We too have to have concentration in our work. When we work, we have to have keen concentration in our work only. We shouldn't think about our house. We shouldn't think about the things we are going to do today evening after work. We shouldn't think whatever things we will be doing coming Saturday or coming Sunday, end of the week. We shouldn't dream. We should concentrate in our work. For concentrating in our work, each and every time we have to speak something to us. We have to ask something to us, and we have to give answer for us. Ask to ourselves, answer. We are answering alone. We are asking in our mind, we are giving answer in our mind. Why? Concentration shouldn't be lost. We should concentrate in our skill. If we are grinding, we have to concentrate in grinding only. If we are tacking, we have to concentrate in tacking only. If we are bending, we have to concentrate in bending only. For that purpose, we have to ask some questions. You may ask one question to yourself. What am I doing now? You give its answer. I am grinding, or I am drilling, or I am marking. Again you ask questions. Shall I get any accident? Give answer to yourself. No, I won't get accident, because don't give more answers, because it will be repeated. These kind of questions will be repeated. Next time when you repeat the question, you can give another answer. Now you can give only answer in one sentence. Shall I get any accident? No, I won't get accident. I won't get any accident because I have worn PPE. Otherwise you can say it in its opposite way. No, I may get accident because I haven't worn gloves. Any answer you can give. If you haven't worn gloves, and you have recognized it, it will be reminding you wear gloves, then you won't get accident. So ask yourself first, what am I doing? Give answer. I am grinding. Shall I get an accident? No, I won't get accident. Again you can ask these kind of questions. I won't get accident. Okay, it is good. But will others get accident? Others also shouldn't get accident. I am grinding. I am cutting. I am welding. But one fellow is standing very near to me. If its sparks are reaching in his eyes, if its sparks are reaching in his body, he gets accident. Safety is 4 types of safeties are there. First safety is called self-safety. Second safety is called other safety. I was telling about it now because somebody may be staying very near to us. If it is falling into their body, they may get accident. So I told 2 type of safeties. First is self-safety, and the second one is other safety, and the third one is tools and equipment safety. In this category, tools are coming, machines are coming, accessories are coming, these things are coming. So I told 3 safeties: self-safety, other safety, tools and equipment safety, and one more safety is there, that is material safety. So I shouldn't get accident, that is coming in the safety of our safety, and others shouldn't get accident, it comes in the safety of other safety. And the third one is tools and equipment safety. It means my tool, my welding machine, my gas cutting machine, my bending machine, it shouldn't be spoiled. And the fourth safety is material. My material is mild steel, my material is angle iron, my material is stainless steel plate, whatever things it may be, I don't know. These things shouldn't be spoiled. If it gets scratches, if it gets some problems, we can say it has got accident. So accident shouldn't happen to us. Accident should